Mark, with the explosion of energy drinks that are on the market and they're so popular, we are starting to see the opposite, are we not? A different kind of drink?
Yes, it's real interesting. There's these non-caffeinated, non-energy producing drinks, even shots, that are designed to be calmative, reducing stress, maybe inducing sleep to some extent. This is just the opposite phenomenon. And the question is going to be, and I think it's too early to tell right now,
Okay.
to what extent are these non-energy drinks,
Or sedative drinks?
sedative might be the right word, calmative drinks, to what level of success will they achieve in the marketplace compared to the explosion in the energy drinks and energy shots, which has been a phenomenal explosion in consumer interest and demand and purchasing. I think it's too early to tell right now. It's theoretically possible that an over-caffeinated society, an over-amped up and over-energized society, as some observers might call us, would be less interested in, one line of reasoning might go, less interested in the downside or the sedative side, because it doesn't really increase productivity, performance, athletic ability, concentration, etc., which seems to be what's driving a lot of these energy drink and shots markets.
Performance.
Performance. At the same time, however, with so many people so ultra caffeinated and ultra performance oriented, it's possible, at least theoretically, that these things might reach a level that might be on par with these energy drinks for people who just really want to mellow out. Now, I don't know the answer to that. I'm speaking on a theoretical level because it's too early in the market cycle for these products to really predict. But at the same time, it raises questions as to how much do we really want to countenance? How much do we really want to what extent do we want to endorse the idea of taking stimulants to get your work done and then taking sedatives to relax back from your working and productivity?
So this to wake up, right, and this to go to sleep.
Right, and of course, the morning cup of coffee has been an integral part of our culture and the culture of other people's for many years. It's something natural, it's something cultural in our society to be reliant to some extent on some, excuse the expression, performance-enhancing drugs. Because if you look at caffeine and energy drinks and coffee and all these kind of things from a societal or cultural perspective, pharmacologically speaking as well, they're performance-enhancing drugs, different, and that's another term that's used for steroids, and a lot of the things that that baseball and the football players have been accused of using for enhancing performance. But at the same time, we are a culture. I'm not endorsing.
Think of all that, the steroids and everything.
Yeah. Well, I bring that up not to endorse that, not to condone that, but just to say that culturally we seem to be a culture that already employs and already allows performance-enhancing drugs, at least to some extent, i.e., our fascination with caffeinated beverages, which is a ubiquitous cultural phenomenon all over the world. People have their own form of caffeinated beverages. In Asia, it's drinking tea. The difference is tea contains theanine in it, which is also kind of gently mellowing and also reduces anxiety. So drinking a cup of tea doesn't necessarily give people the amount of jitters that they get with a similar cup of coffee. Also the fact that tea has a lower amount of caffeine by almost 50% or so, depending on, the quality of the tea, how it's brewed, the type of tea, that kind of thing.
So these relaxing drinks will contain herbs?
Although we haven't done an evaluation at the American Botanical Council on the relaxing shots, as we have done a review of the ingredients in the energy shots. The relaxing shots seem to have pretty much the same ingredients in them to some extent. They'll have herbs that have been known for many years, hundreds or thousands, to have some sedative, relaxing, sleep-inducing, mellowing kind of activity. These could include, but not be limited to, the following. Hops, which is of course one of the primary flavoring agents in beer, although they use hops in beer not for mellowing, but as a preservative. Actually, hops acts as a preservative in the beer industry for hundreds of years. They may use valerian, which has its own kind of a yucky taste profile depending on how it's developed. So
Smells like stinky feet.
smells like dirty socks depending on the type of valerian preparation. Passion flower extract from the passion flower leaf, not the flower itself, contains some sedative properties, although the name passion flower would suggest that it would be a stimulant, but that's not the case. It got its name because Spanish botanists, when they first came to the New World, saw this beautiful flower, and it reminded them of the Passion of Christ, and hence the name Passiflora, or passion flower, and that's how it got its name. So that's another one of those cultural myths that passion flower is some kind of a stimulant. It's not, it's just the reverse.
Okay, thank you.